In 2026, this kind of old menu doesn't work anymore. We need more advanced animation nowadays to keep our visitor engaged. So I built this fully with menu with a modern touch with a lot of micro animations. So when you click on this, you can see the beautiful entrance animation, and hovering on the items, we can see the different images on the left side and this cool hover effect. So without any further ado, let's see how we can make all of that. Okay, before starting, first let's break down how this menu actually works. Here this menu is actually always be there, but initially we cropped it by using a CSS property called clip path. When you click on the icon, the cropping area gets bigger and the menu appears on the screen. And at the same time, you can also see the stagger animation on the right side. Actually, with each of this content, we dynamically add a transition delay. So when the menu opens, the transition triggers with the delay and create the stagger effect. To create the hover effect, we also use a great technique. We take a separate container just to hold all of our images and consider each image with these corresponding menu items. During hover, the corresponding image gets cloned and append inside the container with a soothing effect. Also here, if you go to any pages, you notice the menu item also gets active. To achieve this, we also go through each menu item's link. If the link matches with the current page, then it's marked as active. Okay, we're going to do all of these things with the combination of Elementor and the custom code. So let's do our first step. So from the dashboard, from here let's go to this theme builder and click on this plus icon to create a brand new header. By the way, if you don't want to watch this full tutorial and only want to get this thing as a ready-made template, you can also get it from my template shop with some extra bonus versions. And currently, a special offer is running on our website where you will get all the creative templates with a huge 75% discount. Okay, back to the video. So here, first of all, let's drag a new container where we will place all of our content. So make sure to give it to full width and also make the padding 0 and increase its Z index so it will be above any of our page content. Now inside this, we need two things: the header where we will place the logo and the hamburger icon, and also the main menu. So for the header, let's take the first container with these settings, and here make sure to give its position absolute if you want to make it a transparent header. For the logo, we have used an image widget and set a height, and also make sure from this custom option set the width to auto. On the right side, for the icon, we will not use an icon widget. Instead, let's use a container, and inside this use the divider widget to create the lines. So here, if you open the structure panel, we can see the divider here. Just duplicate these 2 more times to create the hamburger shape. And here, look carefully on the structure panel. You need to do it exactly like me to make the effect correct. Now let's create the second container for our main menu with this light background color, and we also make its position absolute. And inside this, we need the container for holding all the images and the inside images with these settings. Also make sure this width is set from here and also from this advanced tab. Here, this image is for our first menu item. So also for other menu items, we need some more images. So we can just duplicate this multiple times and also change the images. Then we need the second container where the image are actually append and showing. For the right side, let's take this third container, and we have made its overflow to auto, because if you have too many items inside this, we can scroll through them. Okay, right now this looks messy. Don't worry, when you paste our custom code, everything will be fine. Now inside this, also take an inner container with a fixed width, and inside this, let's take the content like a heading widget, the menus. But here there are 2 menus in 2 columns, so we actually need an wrapper for them. Take the wrapper container and make sure its direction is set to row to place the 2 menus side by side. We use the icon list widget to create this menu and add a custom SVG icon to create this arrow. Just duplicate this to create the second menu and change the items. For the contact part, let's also take an heading widget. Let's copy it from this heading and adjust the margin. As this is an inline menu here, so we also need a wrapper container, and let's use the heading widget inside that to create the menu items. Also use the divider widget to make the separation between them. We need one more heading here and the social icons widget to create the social links. Finally, add another bottom menu for the other menu items. But here we don't need this divider and the second menu item. And let's reduce its font weight and the margin of this container. So lastly, we need an close icon because we want to give the option to close the menu. So like before, take a container and add 2 divider widget inside that. Later with our custom code, we will convert it to a custom icon shape. And before adding the custom code, first of all, we need to add some class. So with our this topmost container, let's add the class mdw menu 145 and some other classes with these following elements. Let's search for an HTML widget and drag it to at the very top at this position and paste this code snippet. I'll give all the code snippet to my website and also give the website link to my description. So from here, you just need to copy and paste that. Okay, click on publish, add condition, and if you want to keep it for your entire website, just keep it like that and click on save and close. Now from the website, if you click on this icon, our menu is perfectly working with the animations and the hover effect is perfectly working. It's time to check it for the other devices. So for the tablet, it almost looks good. But for this header, let's reduce its padding and place this close icon more to the corner. On mobile, first of all, we don't want to show the images. So for our this container, make sure to hide it from the mobile devices. Also fix these 2 menus and fix the width for these 2 icons. And here for these 2 bottom menus, we want to show their items vertically. So for these containers, make their direction to column and adjust those settings. Also hide this divider widget from the mobile devices. And finally adjust these values to improve the overall design. So that's how we have created this beautiful menu on our Elementor website. If you enjoyed this tutorial, then don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next video.